bula ba, you just speak in tongue. So we have, it's probably going to be very busy tonight. So to all callers, it would be great if we make use of the time judiciously. That means our contribution should be like, straight to the point, as quick as possible, so that we can give other people some chance to also join us, okay? So I think I have my first caller on the line tonight. Hello there.
Baba Balagba.
Yes, sir. Baba. How are you tonight?
Hello, bros.
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Grand. So you are my first caller this evening. It's been a bit of a steamy evening, and there's so much we've shared. Anyway, so what would be your own take on the whole thing?
My own take no get serious matter. I just they laugh. They laugh while they laugh. Now Kemi won't finish them. And everybody they cry. I know. See, the truth is I don't even understand what is wrong with these people that we call our Nigeria. Crazy men, crazy people.
I tell you.
Waiting be the problem. See, I'm telling you the truth. There's no way Kemi take lie once more. Everything he said is the truth.
You get they're going to talk say she not supposed to talk. Like, are you joking, man? Hey?
What the hell are they talking about? Now that's why I tell you say I just they laugh because the whole thing. If I tell you my own experience, you go crazy.
Yeah.
See, police should stop me just because I play with police. I say, see Morocco, see Spain, Baba. They nearly shoot my leg. They say, oh, so now Morocco they use carry girls. They go Europe.
See?
They turn just because they didn't have nothing to hold me with.
Chai.
They turn Morocco, see Spain. They turn it on my head.
You get. And they don't tell you something. You can write statements. Say you be human traffickers.
Statement. Say they drag me with their boss. Say I be human trafficker. I must tell them where all the supplies where I get, where they remain. The ones before you know it, they turn the whole space on my head. Like I decided say I not go feel plead though, but these people they deal with me. Baba, that night I spent close to 120,000 naira to get my head off these damn bloodsuckers. Bloodsuckers.
Man, if you see a lot of people who have had the experience with them, it was their own breaking point that they were like, you know what, I live in this country. I'm done.
That's the reason why when I hear Kemi, they take shoe and people they jump up and down on Twitter. They jump up. I'm like, what the heck?
Imagine.
Why is these people? Why they help people? They hide their sin. Nigerian police is the most dirtiest thing I ever see in my life. They are trash. They are dirty. I know they play like. These people will find a way. Even if my papa and police today, I'm not going to follow and talk because they're the most dirtiest thing in life.
I tell you, man.
What? Are you serious? See, I don't get plenty things to talk about. Oh, he just say they funny me. Say people see the Nigeria, they shout, say, why you go talk?
Saying she did bad mouth Nigeria. She did demarket Nigeria. Are you joking?
Oh no, they just start. Oh, Baba, that lady just start. That lady gets package when they come with.
From a personal experience, I tell you. See, some of them talk say Shetima supposed don't leave her alone. If you don't even mention her, I say no, go punish you. We will be live with you alone.
No, but
they came in the fire there.
You got to understand one thing. Say somebody, say they say person where they say they steal people goods or they steal people things every time. There's one day for you. See, Shetima, now goat where they won't kill, where they block their ears, they know they hear nothing.
Right.
Now so Shetima be, and he has tested the waters, and he go hear me because if this girl finally end up tomorrow being prime minister or something, you understand? I know
for the side though. And now for the side, we say people they think say she be Okuton this and that. The fact that she is pro Yoruba alone, me, they get one kind side eye while they take look at. So,
I tell you, say, now this girl go bring, if this girl finally end up going. I said this year go blow that Nigeria into pieces.
Good.
Because first of all, you go see what you go talk. First of all, you go first make everything there on floor. You go bring everything back to the floor. And the people go demand, go talk, say yes, I won't stay here, I won't be here, I won't be here. Because that's the problem where we get today. Even if you bring Angel Michael, make you rule Nigeria. With the nonsense things where they get from Nigeria now, nobody feel control that nonsense. You need to throw everything open. You understand? You need to throw everything open and say, do you want this or do you want this? And everybody go make that
agree. Man, all of us talk.
What are you saying?
Do we want this or not?
You cannot blindfold somebody. They tell us, say, oh, see here, step here, and here be the solid ground. Are you mad? What are we talking about? Yes. And we're still doing it because these are our stupid old fathers and this thing. They're not
they die small. Don't worry. They're not they die small. Small time now. Majority of them will be dead. Those of them where they force this Nigeria on top of us.
I want to ask one question. This thing not true. This Yakubu not true.
They say no be true. But you know me, I don't have evidence. I don't get evidence. And I know one day, I don't go pretend say I know here. I don't go pretend say I know here, right? But there's no evidence say in don't pay. But they talk say in never pay. Now so they talk about Lagbaja. And we all know what will happen after.
Baba, me, I don't believe anything, no. Anything where APC talk, now upside down, no. And if anything, make I tell you my own mind, though. I tell you my own mind. If anything happen where we say the thing turn not true, now me say, I never go church for the past 5 years because I don't like church.
Right.
But if anything happen, that's why they go do Thanksgiving. I know they lie to you. You know, you only am I want to now your own generation now I want.
Okay.
You understand? Now one by one now. Baba, we did this life.
See what it costs people now. You know, now it costs all these things now. You know, now it costs all these things when they happen for that contraption as we did so.
To today, where would they suffer? Where everybody they see now we dey abroad though. If I they send my papa 1 million naira for feeding before, now the money don't increase. So I don't be saying I'm only 1 million naira because he cannot solve the problem. The rice where they buy, I they tell you last week where we say I do food stuff stock for my dad and everything. Bro. They spend close to like almost 1.7 million naira.
I'm not lying there. No lie there. Now why I just look at some of us where they are abroad, where they celebrate say $1 is 1.7, $1 is 2,000 something. You don't even understand. Say you where we say you go send them, right? You go send them, for example, you go send them, let's say $500. Today, now they send over 1,000 now. If you check out well.
Yes.
Because everything don't skyrocketed already. We spend more now than when the money lower. People don't know.
They don't know because what did they talk? Now onions. Now onions they won't go buy for 5,000 naira or 2-3 onions. I've been how many days that Papa don't old. The only people they
if you can't get some medication where you they pay for, go check how much you they pay. You spend on them now.
Plenty medication. Some of them I can't even find them no more. Some of them they're not there in existence no more. They don't pack go.
See?
I know we find them.
Now different. Now they buy for your place and they send back. You know, people don't understand how this thing they affect all of us. We know they Nigeria. Can't think of people where they the place. Obama, take another one. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you so much. I beg.
We are watching.
You don't stop. I beg. Make me the next one now. Naomi. And the next one again, this make it no stop. I
like that. Thank you so much. Here is another caller, Air Force One, I believe. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Babaji.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
I am here, surviving. Thanks for asking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah. What a funny, very funny nation. And a very funny citizen. So, let me start from Baba after Baba Laoli.
Right.
After Baba Laoli. Yeah. So, even if we have somebody who doesn't know anything about Nigeria, the this incident of DF with Baba after Babalola, with all these things that's been going on in that nation, would you even ever want to have anything to do with that country? Who will help Nigeria? You said something today, and that's what I thought yesterday. But you were have to rush out yesterday. Nigeria is not even that location the problem, but people that lives in there, people that govern that place. Okay, they don't breed talent. They don't nurture talent. They don't nurture destiny to prosperity or to prosper. Leaders there don't do that. This mofo called himself Chitima was saying that Kemi was bashing Nigeria, dragging it to the mud. The marketing in Nigeria, sir, please, who breeded Boko Haram in Nigeria today, in the northern part?
He's one of them.
Who are those? Who are those? Sir, who are those who started all these evil terrorism acts in Nigeria? Is it not part of them? Those lives, either young, old, male or female, that has been been killed, people that they've killed, displaced, are those not destinies? Are those not talent that they're supposed to breed and nurture to make the country prosper? So I'm making mention of Elon Musk and all these prominent people, richest people in the world. It's because even though Elon was born in South Africa, right, brought back to US, it's because US accommodate his talent. They made the environment conducive for him to practice his business.
That's right.
They helped him. And that's why he was able to plus. He has an idea that one day I want to have a car. A car must be able to be driven using alternative power. Using electric, right? Instead of all these gasolines and everything. And he failed. The man said he failed more than 3 times. Even the S what is this second thing that is doing now? The airspace. I mean, what do they call it? I've forgotten the name now. The SpaceX. Thank you. He failed many times, but the country allowed him. They make everything easy for him. Every amenities in this are
They supported his dream and all of
that. They supported him.
Kill it.
They don't kill the dreams. Nigerians kill that since when? Baba, since when? They've been killing dreams in Nigeria. They've been killing dreams in Nigeria and talents. Destinies have been destroyed every day. You are now saying Kemi is saying that Kemi said that Nigeria is like this, Nigeria is like that. But I told you before many times on this show now, people ask me almost every day. A month cannot pass by without them asking me where did I come from. I always tell them I'm from Yoruba land. I identify myself by Yoruba, even though that is where my ancestors started from. Before these evil people came and said they want to they amalgamated everybody. That I identify myself as a Yoruba man. I have never ever called myself Nigerian again since the day I get to know the lies and the deceit that's been going on over there. So they are now Kemi this, Kemi that. Baba?
Thank you. Because of our time,
we don't do things like that.
To do it chap as well. So again,
thank you, sir.
Yes,
have a good night.
Thanks so much for calling in. I have another call on the line, and this is Finke. Sham, is that you?
Well, the way.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, Michael. Good evening.
Good evening, man. How are you?
I'm fine. Somebody else was saying hello to you too.
Right. Because I always have this, I've got this fan base, and they are mostly children as well. Say hello to him as well. I can hear you. If you can hear me, go and watch the TV and see me waving at you, right? I'm waving to you right now. Anyway, thanks so much for calling in. Cham, please.
Yeah, so I'll make it pretty quick. So, first of all, who I want to talk about is Shehu Sadi. Sheikh Husani went, I don't know where he was, the clip that he showed us, and he was talking about how
they had this their useless symposium somewhere in Kano or Kaduna, I think.
in Kano and all of that. And he talked about how resource rich the North is and how wealthy they can be, or how wealthy they are. I don't know why they always have to inject that whole Igbo land is landlocked. But you know what, that one is even by the way, because anyone who knows Igbo land knows that Igbo land is not landlocked.
It like we won't notice.
Exactly, inserted it like we will not notice, but that's okay. So he goes and he talks about how wealthy the North is, how they've got lands, agricultural, the resources and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, you're begging to be part of a government that does not benefit you in any way, shape, or form. Has not even benefited you in the past. Well, since Nigeria became a so-called independent country, right? You're not fighting for your own self-determination, being that you are able to, you have all these resources that you can do all of these many things with. Then why are you fighting to stay in a country that doesn't favor you? Or is there something that that there is in the North that is hidden that we don't know about? Is there some well designed city with roads working and hospitals and all the kids are all going to school and everything? Is there a hidden city that we don't know about that is in the North that has been created by these so-called all these governments that have come and gone and all of that? Because his whole talk did not make any kind of sense to me. I'm like, you're talking about how wealthy you are, but you're not talking about how you can push for your own self-determination so that you can use this wealth to actually do something, so that you can actually make a difference to yourself and to your own people. Because as it is right now, everyone knows that the North is the what they call it, is the poverty capital of the whole world, not just of Nigeria, of the whole entire world. That is where poverty is residing. So it's I'm like baffled that you did not end your talk and everything with, okay, so now we need to push for self-determination. Instead, you ended it with, oh, let us not anger to yourself. You're not making any kind of sense. At the end of the day,
it's pretty much bragging of how they got all these political appointments as well. How has that benefited the people, ordinary people of Northern Nigeria? You can't really say, except for the political appointment that they are getting. NSA is from us, defense minister is ours, and this and that.
I mean, you're just, rubbish. I don't know, things that don't matter at the end of the day, because like we just established that that's the poverty capital of the whole world. So people there are generally poor. So what's the point of having all of these appointments and having all of these resources and having all of these things, and it doesn't make a big difference to you or to the people that are in there, and even for generations to come. As long as you continue to support a criminal government, that means generations yet unborn will still be beneficiaries of this poor government that you are so hell-bent on on ensuring that they remain there.
I mean, it's practically about the benefit to the political class, and he is one of them. So he's can be grateful for having all those positions. Everything else doesn't matter.
This is the thing that boggles the mind. It boggles my mind, certainly. And I can't wait for the day when everything is going to implode, because I think that it's getting there. There's two things, so the other people can call it. So Kemi going and saying what is, how I put it, she said the quiet part out loud. Do you understand? The part that all of us we know is true, that Nigeria is not one country. And it's even me sometimes when I'm watching the Northerners having their symposiums, speaking Hausa, and then I'm like, and we're supposed to be one country. All of us to call ourselves Nigerian. Hey, and I can't even understand what I can go there, they'll sell me, and I don't even know that they're selling me.
That's part of the deceit we are talking about. And now, if we start talking Yoruba now in a gathering, majority of you that will say you are Nigerians, you won't understand what we are saying. When I say majority, I mean majority, because except for those who have had a chance of living in Yoruba land, if they are speaking Igbo, I won't understand anything anybody is saying. I won't. But we are supposed to be one country.
It's not crazy. And we're all supposed to be one country. She said the quiet part out loud, the part that we all know is true, that we're not one country. And the sooner that we all realize that, listen, we're not one country, and for the betterment of everyone in all these different geographical expressions, Oduduwa, Biafra, Arewa, Kwara, Rafa, all of them, it's better for us to go our separate ways. when you've got a separate way, we can then come. If we want to, me, I don't even, Nigeria, the name alone, I just want to throw it, it belongs in history, just somewhere there, that, okay, once there was a country called Nigeria, this was why. But the different nations came together to the United Nations of the Western region. We can be
It
many
can
and
be an
growing like that.
arrangement
Because
that it's part of what Kemi's father said, right? He said, even if they don't want to
yeah,
go for total breakup of Nigeria, right? Let everyone from every region, and as it used to be, go on and then decide their own fate, right? Let everybody go and decide how they
exactly.
want to govern and protect and defend themselves, not these fake
Absolutely.
arrangements,
And not this fake arrangement. And I feel that is the future that we have. That is the tomorrow of the West African region.
Yes.
Right. That is the future that we're looking at. That we're going to have all of these different nations who will then decide, in agreement, where as it benefits each nation,
Yep.
how we coexist together. And then this can even morph into something else.
Yep.
And then finally, with regards to France, also everything you said regarding the agreement and everything, one thing stood out: the sale of those fighter jets to Nigeria. You have to ask yourself, they're selling fighter jets to a government. Who are they going to war with? Because clearly, I don't think that Tinubu will be in his right mind to go to war with the Sahel countries. Those people are too together, and they're so organized that if we dare to go to battle with them, we're going to lose, right? Now, so if we say they're not going to fight the Sahel, so exactly, if we say that we're not fighting, if it's not the Sahel countries that they're fighting, who exactly are they fighting? I say this because I'm worried about Biafra land. I am worried about Biafra land. When Trump, in whatever wisdom he has, sold those jets and everything, he said to them not to use it on Biafra. They ended up using it on Biafra land. Now they've given what they call it, fighter jets to this country again. Maegu, I am very worried.
We are watching. That is why we have a platform that will get everybody to not pretend that they don't know what's going on. So no one can pretend. So that when some certain things begin to happen, right, you can remember that, I heard it. You know what I mean? So let's keep it at that. Thank you so much, Charm. Let me take another call. You have a very good evening. Here is another caller on the line, and I think that's the African Wahala. Prince Adewale from Canada. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm doing very well, sir. Thank you so much for the great show.
Grand. Thanks so much for calling in as well. Please.
Yeah, so a couple of things. First off, Shehu Sani, I saw him put out a tweet. In that tweet, he was responding to Kemi Badenoch about her claims about the police. And he said in the tweet, that was a tweet from Al Jazeera, where they were explaining how the British police in Manchester stomped on a guy and, beat him bloody. It was captured on social media and spread all over the world. So that was a response of Shehu Sani to Kemi Badenoch. And this is one of the tactics that Nigerians, especially, that they use. They love using painting all these pictures to make people feel like the evil that goes on in Nigeria goes on in other parts of the world. But the truth is, let's put it on a scale. If it happens once in England, then it probably happens 50,000 times in Nigeria. So the ratio is 1 to 50,000. So this is a way that you can counter people that like throwing such arguments. I'm just sharing this ideology to people. If you have that energy to argue with people, or better still, just ignore them, okay? Because they are intentionally lying and deceiving others. But if you feel like you can counter their deceit, that is the way to counter their deceit. Let them understand that it happens everywhere in the world. There is no society where evil does not exist. But the ratio at which it happens in Nigeria is 50,000 ratio 1 compared to other regular societies. Number 2, the psychology of Nigerians. They prefer when an outsider does not talk about the inadequacies of the contraption, the evil, useless contraption. They would be in poverty, in the middle of suffering, in the midst of death, but they would rather lie just to protect their ego. I don't understand that level of ego that these people have. There was a time when, because me, I'm the African Wahala. I like following African politics, not just Nigerian politics. So there was this Zimbabwean MP that I followed way back in 2016. and the guy posted a picture of the Abuja Kaduna rail line. And in the picture, he said, "This is not Paris. This is not Milan. This is Africa. The